Uh, Good afternoon. No, leave that off. I want to go over a couple things real quick, and we're going to run a gematria that just popped up. Real super important. Going to be on Beltane April 30th. I think you guys might know what the big event is going to be. Right now, sitting right here at my home screen. Um, First things first, we're going to look at is this, and I've done archived it and everything, so y'all ain't got to worry about that. I think I'll leave my hat off. It's getting evening time. It's pretty chilly out. Going over here to the VLF Open Lab Observatories Network, we will find a couple new charts, but one in particular I want to draw you guys. These red ones are pretty, but this one here uh, is the IT9 Etna Radio Observatory, Radio Frequency Magnetic Field, RDF Magnetic Field. I don't know when they started this. I don't think they have a little graph for the time. They do little graphs and, with the weeks and stuff in them, like down here into those. Those are just different time scales of these other graphs, if you pay attention. And you can keep time on them like that one. Anyway, this one here is a new one, and it goes up to, yeah, you've seen it, 23,000 hertz, I believe that is, or hertz or megahertz. These are the This is the decibel level of um, those frequencies, and of course they're not within audible decibel levels. Uh, to At least these frequencies aren't supposed to be. I mean, I can hear stuff. Like I can hear stuff when I try to lay down and go to sleep. I hear ringing. It, and This is interesting activity on this graph here today. See how it's so got like that little mountain there. And other activity, there's a lot of stuff been going on. Real heavy activity. The other day, I reported on this on Deep State. But I wanted to let you guys know there's a new graph in town monitoring high frequency. Oh well, let me show you why it's going to be interesting to look at because, like, you see the spectrum now. Look at all this stuff we can't like hear or feel anyway. They're uh, we're perceiving all that, right? See this injected frequency? See the code? See it in the background? It's almost like if you had like they fuzzed this image up, and there's actually that will tell you more. That's got more information in there than what we're seeing here. I think. Look at that. See, that clearly looks like a G something, in kind of a different font than some of this other stuff. And if you look, could big spaces of letters that could, or QR code looking stuff. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, that's interesting. Frequency chart there. But take note that this 1600, 16,000, I'm sorry, is the prominent one there. And they've got a little marker here at the, uh, looks like 20,500 mark. I don't know what that's about. But there's our frequency ranges down here that we are usually monitoring on this stuff. See, in the hertz, this one goes up to 36, not even the 50. But anyway, moving on. We're going to take up all y'all's time covering other stuff. Let's see the gematria real quick. We're going to see what this is all about right here when we do the rude words. And then we're going to go Beltane CNN plus. I will take that. But we're going to run it through again. Move my camera up here somewhere. So it's 256, 540, 90. God's info, Baphomet, I bless, Bible ending. And you can see, okay, so CNN Plus is on the slate for April 30th to close down. All the people are going to find other jobs. I assume, I guarantee you a bunch of them flop over onto the right side of the bed, as you'd say. Omega Lord, Mark of God. So 8,000 in the Jewish is 300. I see some pretty interesting things there. Pooh Bear, Hell's Gate. Now that's interesting because they've got a GIF with Pooh Bear. If you've ever searched Pooh, Satan Pooh or whatever, Winnie the Pooh summoning a Baphomet or the devil or whatever. Antarctica, no wise. Let's read. We have to do all our gematrias. We have to recite them so it feeds the algo, right? So it feeds the AI. You got to keep the AI on the right track here. If there's more people doing this, how I read it and omit obvious things that I should have read, but I don't, because that would project, right, the other direction. Okay. So we already run the risk of it picking it up, just showing the whole thing on the screen. That side of the intelligence, but the language stuff that feeds back into it, like what I'm saying. Like, take for instance, I could out of this one say, I could say, Kasha Moon, Antarctica. This one, Sebastian, Temples of Religion, Book of God, or I could read it all, or I could say, Royals Top Angel, Behold Me God, Netflix, Neowise, this one, Bible Code, a Religion, Hallelujah, Book of God. I could narrate it into different ways, just selectively reading what it gives you there. Okay, now, if you guys ever do this on your own and want to know the system of doing it, of magic, is reciting the proper incantations, motherfuckers, in the right order. And that's whatever you want the order to be. So here it would be, just reading it straight ahead. This is the Jewish. It'd be bear baiting, and you would match that with bear baiting John McCain. Okay, then run that through the gematria. Okay, so we're going to cast a spell here. We're going to do John McCain's perfect, because we can't affect him yet. We could resurrect him, but we're going to bear bait him. Okay, bear baiting John. Is that how you spell John? Anyway. Is it McCain or McCain? Or like, I don't know. Whatever. We're going to run it. Bear baiting John McCain. Okay. 1040, 1068 ones. It's not. Let's add it. That cast a spell right there, adding it to the calculator. So anybody searching bear baiting John McCain like that will say, oh, somebody solved the code, afterlife in heaven. Thanks for the memory. It's okay. McCain's gone. That spells a lot right there, doesn't it? 0 day, Whitehead. Day 0. And see how casting spell doing this kind of in Fifth Reich internet ball quiet. See how Shelley and the Sun, group theory. Search for God's ID code, eternal light of God. Humans not ready. Winter is coming. Here comes the sun. Jedi Knights of Good. See how I'm selectively doing it? Is Ishtar all right? The Hidden Gematria Code. God's Chosen People. Corpus Christi. President Barack Obama. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Steven Spielberg. Helix of DNA. Beam me up, Scotty. There's a Mike Hen code right there. That's in everything. Sirius Black. Now, this is a really interesting spell. Cave of Treasures. I would love to find a cave of treasure, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you all? As Gina Hill says. Poor thing. Everybody watch her because she's a good looking old lady. She's full of spunk. Would you get it in the right spot? She'd be like, now, I don't know. And I'd put it over here. Fucking Gina. She's something else. I don't care at all anymore. Pearl, Deviant Art. Now, y'all seen the Deviant Art? Y'all familiar with Deviant Art website with all the sketch art stuff? Cool. It's got good art, but mainly for teens, really. But it's sci-fi art stuff. Good stuff to get picked banners and constellations. See, anything you pull off of Gematria, like we'll go deeper. We'll pull this one. We'll go let's go Divine Mother right there in Hebrew. And then put something here. Mother of Dragons. There you go. Divine Mother of Dragons. That's what I seen something else down there that would go good, but I like Divine Mother of Dragons. How about that? We're going to run that one, see what it is. And then cast a spell. Right? Because we're summoning dragons. Just $1641, 1920, 320. King Yeshua, Slayer of Demons. We've got 954, drops down to 780, searches. What is Gematria designed for? Don't screw it up. See, you that means right there, you keep going so far, or keep Gematria, it can be fractalized and gone down that rabbit hole. Like you could do it all night, do this all night, or for days on end, and that's what it means by it'll tell you. And I want you to recognize it when it tells you to. It starts saying stuff like this: Schizo War, or don't screw it up. All things equal to 2, things that are common sense. That's kind of telling you that's probably should be one of your last searches to just kind of conclude. You can go to, we'll add this, yeah. Calculate, so we'll go so far and see what happens. Go to the end of that search and then put it up for the night, because your brain can only hold so much subliminal messaging, and I don't condone doing that to yourself, even though it's like intriguing as hell. It's mind expansive, but like see, invincibility talisman. Zim could die against 18. So if we were gonna go over, we'd like take this invincibility talisman, or uh, the decode 107 is cool to use. Oh, let's do awake inside of Saturn and the very fat Aleister Crowley. Right? Do somebody do that? Make a video. Go for it, man. Make some magic, dude. That'll run that through the calculator, and then see what it says. Go to the very end of the search because we're here. We're only at 330 on the simple, and then the Jewish has got 43, so we could go to the end of this one pretty easy. I mean, couple. To the Jamaat, to the Jewish, yeah. So 42. See, it gets better and better as it gets down to the lower numbers is, unless it's a really popular thing, the lower the numbers of the search and over here to the far right, the lower the numbers means the closer you are to get into your timeline or your time present moment searches, right? Will be in lower categories. Like if it's pretty popular and you just hit on it, you'll be looking in this area here in the 30s, or maybe even in the 30s in the English and simple. In fact, it just depends. So interesting stuff, just good mind exercise stuff here. Who do I got in? Anyway, all right. So that's what I wanted to do, is show you the Beltane CNN Plus Gematria. And what else? Oh, the CERN firing up. And then the quantum gravity. Y'all go research. I put it up in Deep State and kind of for people to trail off on tonight in your own way. But the CERN is they're going to try some quantum gravity stuff and to try and prove whether or not time exists or not. And they're calling it quantum gravity. They're going to stop calling time and call it quantum gravity. So we see that small Asian rough, yeah. That gets a lot of hits, don't it? We can check. I need a haircut. I don't know if I'm going to get one or not. Japan, Chile. Let's see, where's the largest one? 5. Bosnia. That's not good. A lot of 4s, 3s. Looking for something bigger. I ought to go over here. Oh, no. Let's look at Stellarium real quick. Oh, shit. We've got Mercury, Uranus, and it's the Sun. Why does it say that's Mercury? Mercury planet. Why is Uranus back behind it? And I don't understand. I thought Mercury was real close up here. Anyway. There is. Sun is right on the horn of Cetus in Aries. and like in that transition zone between Pisces and Aries. So I can see why it's pretty confusing. You got Uranus going in there and Mercury, and then you got to consider their orbit and everything. Which spin they got. Kind of look at this like electron and then the proton and neutrons spinning around it when you're looking out at any kind of space star system. Where's Sirius at? I wonder if that thing's still there. Sirius, there it is. Yeah, it's still there. Look at that. Get this on live stream too, because it's the Gaia star system, which was just discovered in 2017. It's interesting that now this is, I believe it's a lens flare of them focusing in and taking a shot of this area here. Like if I were to take a screenshot of like this, like that, take a screenshot, and then of course they have their equipment label all that shit. Gaia star there. And there's some unique things about this star system I was reading about. Not only its name is Gaia, that it's in the dog's mouth, basically like a ball. That's what I noticed. And I was like, that UFO is in Sirius, in the dog constellation mouth, man. See? I was like, wow, man, he's like catch the ball. That's perfect, like alignment. And reason, if you ever guys want to know, what the summon project or gate energy for dog poop, the Weezing star. That's the dog. That's Sirius's anus, right there. Okay. Puppies. Yeah, puppies. There it is. I need to turn the ground off. Anyway, it's puppies. Well, we did a little scan or survey, see what's going on there. We got this thing happening. All this stuff going into Taurus, or Taurus going into that. Just depends on how you look at it. So we did a VLF, it's a little earthquake scan. Look at the sky. And so I show you guys satellites. We'll do that again some other time when it gets relevant. I know it's not relevant now, but it will be soon. For however short of a period of time, it will be, but it will be relevant. And then probably again way later on. So I'm feeling that in my back so bad I can't relax, So I only had like a cup of coffee when I got home hours ago. Shit, what time is it? 6 fucking. It's like they gave me they gave me that lidocaine, and then I converted it into cocaine or something because I'm fucking flying, dude. And I didn't take anything. So shit. And it hurts to fucking sit the fuck down. So, if anybody wants to talk to me, give me a holler. Any questions, email me, whatever. Y'all, I'm still needing